Your character, obviously, I mean, he is a psychopathic killer, but he's also got a lot of different facets to him. Can you talk about sort of what makes this guy tick?
You know, I think that's the interesting thing, especially when you're doing a show that could last for a long time. You really got to peel away the layers every episode so that the audience sees something new every time. And, you know, yes, he has a great deal of charm. He's got a great elegant turn of phrase. He tells good jokes. But he's also somebody who has no empathy and no kindness, and takes pleasure in other people's pain, other people's sorrow, and other people's hurt. And that's a really, you know, that's an uncomfortable place to spend your days doing.
And clearly he has the cult of personality working for him, though. The show is called The Following for a reason. Can you talk about what do you think it is that has drawn people to him?
Well, you know, one of the things I discovered when I was doing my research into cults is actually it's very little to do, funnily enough, with the guy who is the cult leader. Often it is to do with a lack in other people and what he manages to fill in that. So, you know, it's often much more to do with the followers than the follower, if you like, or the followee. So, you know, he's charismatic. He is charismatic, and he has to be charismatic. But it is much more to do with them and their own problems than him.
He clearly has sort of a fixation on Kevin's character. Can you talk about that and the back and forth between the two of you?
Yeah, you know, Kevin Bacon's character has had something's gone on with my wife, with Kevin, and also he put me in prison for 10 years. So there is no greater pleasure on earth than putting a crochet needle into Kevin's stomach and tweaking on his entrails.
Your creator, Kevin Williamson, known for a lot of twists and turns. Has he given you hints about what's to come, or is he playing it pretty close to the vest?
He plays it pretty close. I know what my super objective is. I know what I want out of the whole thing. So, and that's pretty simple. I'm not going to divulge it to you, but I know what I want, and it's simple. It's not a big deal, but because he's a psychopathic serial killer and he's in prison for killing lots and lots of young women, to achieve that simplicity is slightly harder.